All right. Yeah, okay. Hi, Rebecca. Well, I am going into this blind. Otherwise, no intro, no show screen, nothing. Just a picture of me up here on this in the middle. And the reason is I am packing for my trip, and I haven't had a heck of a lot of time to get going. But so just gonna go with it the way it is. I don't know. Rebecca, it looks like so far you might be the only one in here, but I'll know in a minute. Excuse me. This is what I'm going to do is I'm going to. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Close tabs. Uh, just starting this channel up. This is the so-called official launch of this thing, and I I had a theme all set up and a slide and the whole 9 yards, and I can't find the file, which is normally what happens. So let's see, I got to get this. So we've launched the task force of truth, or truth, and okay, and so far nobody's watching. Oh, love it. This is actually the same thing that happened when I started my original channel. It was like no one's around. What? This is a test run, so to speak. Um, Now, basically, one of the things that I wanted to discuss is that the home sets are in Lego, or at least they say they are. And the only problem is, oops, that's the wrong one. They are not putting up any pictures. So, what I'm doing is I'm going to go into Twitter and I'm going to see what's going on here because they were tweeting up a storm. They got a hold of me earlier, left the thing saying, "Oh, we're going to be down in uh, Clearwater / Largo, Florida." I got two more notifications. That's what you see what these two notifications are. How does that happen? ... People can give if they want. We could care less. A donation is the donation is. Question is, Mert, what do you report? That will be a discovery question. Oh yeah. Well, the thing of it, this is funny. This is task force, and they're talking about donations, and what they don't seem to understand is that they are running a scam, a fraud. They are representing themselves as something they are not. But and the thing of it is it's in the record. These people helped a woman allegedly kidnap her children, attempt to, gave her all kinds of money. But guess what? Because of the nature of this trial, uh, the QAnon's not coming in. It has nothing to do with fraud. It has nothing to do with uh, this nonsense that they put over in Big Shoot. It's because it's irrelevant and immaterial. Cynthia Absug is being charged with a specific crime, and it has nothing to do with the PPTF. Now, if the defense brings it up, then all bets are off. Then it will come in. But it is what it is. The uh, judge said no, you will not be discussing the PPT or the QAnons in the case. And it's the same reason that they are not allowing the Munchausen by proxy in, because it has not been diagnosed. She was not examined and diagnosed properly. So she's being charged with medical abuse of a child, which is bad enough. But they got, it's funny. They have all this time to go down to Florida, go to this rally, and right in the middle of the rally, they're tweeting up a storm. They never went there. There'd be pictures of Jimmy handing out books and all of that. And there is nothing. And 2 hours ago, they posted a video that was on RSBN, and that's it. No books, no self-portrait, zero. And that's it, nothing. So, they did not go down there. They'd be stupid if they did. The sheriff was called. They are or were watching the rally, and no books. There'd be pictures all over the place of the books. No books. He stood in front of a sign with his book, stood in front of a courthouse with his book. No books. There was no books at the Wisconsin rally either. He wasn't there. And they're on my home turf. I know who runs the facility down there. It's not going to be hard for me to find out if they were at the rally. And then it'll be easy enough to find out if the books were handed out. But they want to lie about it and say, oh, we handed out all these books. Doesn't matter if they did or not anyway. Who wants to read this stupid thing? But if they want to hand out free books, hand out free books. It's one way to get rid of them. There was like 500 books printed. So they got 450 books to get rid of. 8 hours ago, they wanted to make sure that I knew that they were going to be at this stupid rally. So, I would bet that the one picture they did show, they got it from somebody. I ran it through my editing software. It's a very low resolution picture, which means it's been cropped. So I don't know. What's the deal is. There's more protesters than there are attendees by the looks of things. I wasn't about to waste my time driving over there. Oh, Amber. I don't have the camera on, Amber, so you're not going to be able to talk to anybody. Amber, she likes to get up on my lap, and she likes her back scratched, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm not going to be on for very long because Levi's coming on at 10:30, and I would assume everybody's going to be over there watching him. Oh, hi. No, they weren't there. They would have been arrested if they were, because I personally talked to the lieutenant over there, and they said they were going to definitely keep an eye out because they don't like them. And so if they show up, he's going to get arrested. Simple as that. The Pinellas County Sheriff's Department does not like QAnons. They've had too many problems with them because a bunch of people in Florida were arrested for going to that rally up in Washington, and he's had to deal with them personally. So he says if these people are QAnons, they better watch their P's and Q's. And since the one has a warrant for their arrest, if they show up, we'll get them because they've got they are present at the rally. So. Okay, I gotta do something real quick. But what I find, it's not really amazing, but it's interesting that they support Matt, even though he's an accused pedophile. I mean, really? But, this goes to show it doesn't matter if the person is a pedophile or not. If he is a pro-Trumper, they don't care that he's a pedophile. They say, so what? So, this is where we're at. It's just really funny. Well, Timmy is still registered to the one car, and I'm not sure about her, but at this point it doesn't matter. Now, the funny thing is, I asked what is the deal with them calling each other Homestead? Did they get married? And they were evasive. Now, the thing of it is Randy's supposed to be still married to her original husband. And if that's the case, why is she using Timmy's surname? That's a slap in the face to the husband. He's not much of a husband if he's putting up with that. Anybody, if my wife was running around using the last name of some dude and some smelly dude, then I don't get it. There's no divorce listed in the state of Minnesota. The only thing that ever came out is the husband said that they were separated when the sheriff showed up looking for Timmy. Now they are using Timmy's last name, and when I tried to pin her down, she shrugged off, saying, trying to pretend that she's somebody else. So, well, the husband should, think the husband would man up and say, no, we're not, I'm not putting up with this, but, maybe he's got something on the side and doesn't care. That's more than likely what it is. Old Hebby, he says, well, she's gonna mess around with this dude. I'll put myself back in the market while she's running around the country. I'll be diving into a different pool. So while she's running around with Timmy Boy, he's probably having the time of his life. Task Force is in here. Hi, Task Force. Why do you dodge the question about why you are using Timmy Homestead's last name? Come on. Randy is using Tim Holmes's last name while she was okay. She's really unlike you. Well, I'll tell you, I'm a widower, and guess how long I was married before I was widowed? Fake news. Yeah, I know the petty and the PPTF is fake news. Thanks for confirming that for us. Um, but you know, how are you able to be at a rally and and trolling this channel at the same time? I'd be real interested in that one because right now I know for a fact that right now getting a signal out of that rally is nearly impossible. All the cell lines are tied up. So, but you go right on lying and you go right on cheating people out of their money. You haven't talked to Matt Getz. Yeah. Finally figured out what PTT executive order. Oh, we got executive order, people. What executive? Oh, the bullshit factory is going crazy with this weirdo tonight. Yeah, of course they're full of shit. They're a shit factory. Yeah, I find it amazing. And this is what the PPF actually means. But yep, they said they were down in Largo supporting a pedophile. I don't see Donald Trump supporting this clown. Um, but if this racist pedophile wants to keep blowing his mouth off, then yeah, I don't know why I'm getting an upload. Da, 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 da. Huh, that's weird. Well, they weren't there because, you know, Pinellas County would have arrested their ass if they'd been there. We'll bring French fries home for you. Well, by the time the French fries come home, they're not going to be any good. Hi, Fish Kebab. Welcome to the new channel. Uh, the phony task force is in here trying to say that they were down in Florida for this uh, fairground, and they were not. There's absolutely no proof that they were there. Um, yeah, there'd be pictures plastered all over their Twitter account if they'd been there, and there is nothing, zero. So, but the thing I find interesting, and the reason I came on tonight, other than to kind of get this channel rolling, is that Randy is using uh, Tim Holtz's last name. Okay, I gotta find that because I put it on my phone, and I'm on the big computer this time. Not even on the laptop, so I gotta go into. But yeah, I wanted to make certain that task force knew that this house is on private property, and there is the stand your ground law in Florida. Oh, yeah, we'll put the sign up there. Okay. All right, let me go over here. And we get the little ringer thingy going here. Come on. This thing is. Oh, I see what I did wrong. What do you mean it's got. Oh, jeez. Huh. That's weird. All right, let me try in the background. I'm getting the circle of death here. For some reason, this thing isn't. It's not coming up as an overlay, so I'll try it as a. There we go. And let's take the. Oh. All right. Wow, where the hell is it? Let me do this, do this, do this. Oh, there we go. And there's the sign. Now, it's like I explained to these people. Huh, that's interesting. Even Lion News is in here. Uh, it would be rather interesting to have someone explain why they are using the name of another man and they're still married. At the very minimum, we're looking at a possibility of adultery, which seems to be fine with these people. But on the other side of this, you've got, no, I can kick them out of here on my own. But, I figured I'd let them come in here and say their piece. Nimers is actually wanting to know where the marriage license is. Why is it fake news? It's right on the lawsuit. 3 of them. Timmy and Randy Holmset. So my question is, why is Randy Erickson using Timmy's last name? Are they married? Are they in a domestic partnership? Have they exchanged vows of commitment? All while Randy Erickson is supposed to be married. How Christian is that, folks? I mean, thou shalt not commit adultery. It's right there in that 10 Commandments thingy. Right along with thou shalt not bear false witness and some of these other commandments that they don't seem to pay much attention to. So, it's kind of interesting that we have this question from Lion News, of all people. So Lion News is even getting into the mix here. Maybe Lion News is seeing the light and these people aren't all cracked up to be. Yes, it is Rebecca, it's known as bigamy. Um, and it's very much against the law. Even Mormons can't do it now. Well, I wholeheartedly agree. We we fit just fine. Yeah, I made a comment about this earlier about their being in the middle of KKK country down there, and so they're admitting here on my channel that they are bigots and white supremacists. So that's typical. And I don't see how they can go to all these rallies and go to church. Uh, that's this fake Christian shit. They go around and they pray and pray and pray, and then they don't pay attention to the Ten Commandments. Uh, and God made these little rules. He put them on a tablet so this 400-year-old dude could wander around and say, "Hey, the boss said this, that, and the other thing," and they don't obey a single one of them. Uh, you know, public records. If there's a divorce, if there's a marriage, it'll be there. Doesn't matter the state. There's been no divorce. There's been no marriage, at least not on record. And so he is putting down the husband by having his wife take his name. That's kind of weird. Well, Lion News, there is talk that there is going to be a plea bargain, and then he may have turned state's evidence uh, in regards to the Cynthia Absuck situation and some of the other stuff. Well, I'm going to tell you now what I told you when I first got wind of your little lawsuit. You can take that little lawsuit of yours and you can stick it up your collective asses. If you want to sue me, go right ahead. But you can't sue me because Randy Holmseth does not exist. There's no birth certificate for Randy Holmseth, no marriage license for Randy Holmseth. So how is Randy Holmseth going to sue me when she doesn't exist? And the lawsuit's without merit anyway. All I have to do is show what you've said about me, and the judge will throw it out. So go ahead, take your screenshots, but you still have not explained this use of Tim Holmseth's surname. And the evidence I told you, I've got now on my third banker box, plus my hard drive, full of evidence against you. So you guys go ahead and you send all your little intents to sue to everybody, and you're going to find yourself in a hell of a pickle because you're going to have to sue 10 people. And I'd like to know how the hell you're going to do that one. And, you're going to have to find me to serve the paperwork. And I'm going to be just like Timmy. I'm going to be unavailable. We can play this game. I mean, there's 4 people trying to serve you with court papers, and you're avoiding every single one of them. So I'm going to do the same damn thing. Easy enough to do. Now, how am I a gang stalker? And how am I meddling in the case? Have you ever heard of the First Amendment, Lion News, or don't you believe in the First Amendment? Apparently you do not. And Timmy and Randy and you, Terry, are the stalkers. You have been told not even to be in here, and yet here you are. When are you going to realize that you're wrong in just about everything you talk about? But, you could sit there and make all the false claims you want. It's not going to do you any good. And Lion News is a good start, but what you should be calling yourself is, be calling yourself Lying News. Nope, not scared of you at all. Not scared of you. You're just some little pipsqueak in a rundown old house in Minnesota, running around, making an ass out of yourself. You're the one that's scared. You won't even use your real name on the internet. You told me, I'll call the cops if you go and report my name on the air. Well, your real name is Terry Nemars. And you've got a police record, a really long police record. I have no police record. So, there you go. Oh, yeah, the videos of this guy, he has not gone after one single YouTube channel playing the videos showing what a screwball he is. Not one. So they are the funniest things I've ever seen. If anybody ever wanted to show him off as being an idiot, that's Terry for you. So, but he's jumping right in here, brand new channel, and here's Terry, and there's Randy, and there's Timmy. They just, and they're supposed to be at this all important rally. This is what's funny. They're saying, we're down at this big ass rally, and yet they're here on YouTube trolling this channel. It's really, and then 32 minutes ago, they posted a video. How are they doing this? Hey, Glow, welcome to the new channel. Our guests of dishonors have been here, pretending they were in Florida. Martha, the purpose of this channel is it's a free for all. This is not like the other channel. Everything goes here. The reason I created this channel is to have the other one be clean. So the rules here are a little different. Well, fine, Task Force. Bring them on. I'd love to get Lion News in, because Lion News has problems of his own. So, and again, you got to understand something, Task Force. You people are claiming to be public figures. And when you're public figures, the rules are a lot different. And see, Task Force, you claim to have intimate relationships with the President of the United States, well, the former President of the United States, the former why was I lurking and skulking around Minnesota? I was doing a story on a public figure. Publicfigure. Look it up, Lion. Field McConnell claims to have a direct connection to the President of the United States. He ran an international thing, he claims, that is the Children's Crusade. Field McConnell also is, quote, prominent in certain circles. His story is a matter of public interest. That is why I was in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Tim Homseth is third man from the President of the United States. So he says. That means that he is a public figure. He claims to have answers to at least a dozen unsolved murders or missing children. That's why I was in Minnesota. Task Force. It's not stalking. It's called investigative reporting. Again, Tim Holmseth claims to be a public figure. Randy Holmseth claims to be a public figure. Terry Namars claims to be a public figure. Information on these people is a matter of public interest, so it is not stalking. Randy Holmseth threatened to come on private property and photograph my house. That is stalking. Also, Timothy Holmseth went to the parents of a murdered girl. How is that not stalking? They're no longer in the news. The case is gone. But Timmy drives all the way over there, takes pictures of himself, takes pictures of the property. That's not only stalking, that could be considered trespassing. So, and also, we must remember that Timothy Charles Holmseth has accused me of being a person of interest in the murder of 2 teenagers. So that, I have a legal right to pursue him to gather evidence to use in court for defamation, libel, and slander. Yes, Field McConnell has his hands in a lot of really bad situations, and it may or may not catch up to him. I don't know. It seems at this point, I'm beginning to wonder if law enforcement is actually going to do anything. Maybe not. Yeah, I know the Glow. That is rather interesting that he's doing that. He's tampering with a case, and that may not be such a bright idea to be doing that. Lewis, I have never, ever been in Delphi. If you people want to speculate and say today, I have given out, I don't know how many times, the number of that police department. Go ahead, call them. Tell them they need to investigate me. I dare you. Lewis, you have yet to do it. Nobody has called the Delphi Police Department and said that I'm a public interest in that case. I'm a person of interest in that case. No, you have not. All you did, you went and you took a picture in front of a courthouse. Nobody has reported to Delphi law enforcement at all. Period. You really need to quit with the lying, Randy. It's, I know that's the name of the blog, but you people are lying all the time. Yeah, you made a false police report to the cops. You apparently believe in violence against women. You know that Field McConnell wanted to execute Kim Picasio And the only reason Phil McConnell got involved was because your friend, Timothy Charles Holmseth, egged him on. Took a gullible old man and convinced him to make death threats against. Oh my God, the secret is out. See, Terry? Oh yeah, this is funny. It must, maybe Lion News is going to be their attorney. And it's the same record being played over and over again. They say, "Oh, we called this police department, we called that police department." They didn't call anybody. There's nobody reported anything. They're stupid. Yeah, even task force doesn't like Lion News. Oh, what kind of photos did she send? Funny how task force asks for proof, yet the task force doesn't prove anything when asked. This is kind of funny. But maybe Lion News sent me the photographs. You never know, since Louis says they're scheming. Maybe Lion News sent me the pictures. I just troll versus troll. This is funny. Yeah, pictures. Both the cities of Blaine and Elk River say they never heard of gang stalker Murtaugh, didn't they? No, they heard of me. And if you had watched the stream I did several months ago, I actually put up the business card I was given by the woman I talked to. But you conveniently want to forget that. But, Terry goes around and he files false police reports. If that police report had been true, Kim would have been arrested, and she wasn't arrested, was she? They didn't even talk to her. So, yeah, you can do all the name calling you want, but you're the one. Oh, Lewis, you just earned yourself. That took care of that. Lewis Berry needs to learn. Yeah, we got, that's a defamation of both Levi and Kim on record now. You will be sued for sharing anything private. She just admitted to the pictures. Now she's worried about what the pictures are. Yeah, that's a really smart thing to do, Task Force. You just admitted that there's private pictures you're worried about, and private pictures of Kim and private pictures of Levi. Um, that's not good. Are you hacking into people's accounts to steal pictures? Uh, kind of interesting. Yeah, Terry, why don't you show us the pictures? Yeah, this is an adult channel. You can show them. Now if Randy and Terry are doing something, or Randy and Timmy are doing something to children, that needs to be reported. Ooh, this is getting breaking news. There's pictures of Randy out there, or pictures that Randy has. That's not good. Somebody confessing to a crime here. Uh-oh. Bad girl, bad girl. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you, bad girl? Yeah, you might want to think about that one, considering some of the private pictures that have been circulating around. It's funny, they talking about pictures of people in underwear and stuff, and that those are supposed to be private pictures, yet they got passed around by guess who? So, oops, and click, made a screenshot of that comment. Boy, this new channel is really taking off with a fire tonight. The Task Force of Truth is getting some new truth coming out, that people are admitting to sending private pictures to each other. Well, this was interesting here for a while, but um, conversation seems to have died a little bit. But 9 viewers on an opening night, not bad. Why do I want to come? Which one is your house? Now, see, Task Force, this is where I'm confused because you haven't admitted, 1 minute you admit to being Randy Holmseth, and then the next minute you don't admit to Randy Holmseth. So who are you? Ooh, we making a threat here? Uh, which house are you at, by the way? It's a trap. I don't know why I'd want to. See, the thing of it is, if I went to their house and they did an act of violence, that's not self-defense because they invited me to the house. So, that's kind of a dumb thing to do. But they are creepy people. This is the Pentagon Pedophile Together Forever group. All these pedophiles are together. Is what a threat? See, this is what I don't understand. You know, if you commit an act of violence on me after inviting me to your house, uh, you cannot use the castle doctrine defense because I was invited to your house. But I can't go to your house because I don't know where you live. So it's kind of weird. I don't know how you got a threat out of that, but you are paranoid. You think people are out to get you and do harm to you, so you're going to take everything as a threat. You're the one that threatened to come to my house, which is on private property, and take pictures of my house. And now Tim Holmseth has already got a felony trespass on his police record, so I guess trespassing is right up there with lying. Well, prove it's a lie, task force. Probably not uh, a recent photo, Rebecca, because Jeremiah Regan's been dead for more than 10 years. Uh, they go around trashing the guy who's dead and can't defend himself. That's about as low as you can get. Other than falsely accusing someone of murdering two people. Actually, more than that. They have accused me of being a serial killer of children. That's defamation slander right there. And so, that's correct, Martha. He never went into a battle zone. That's been proven time and again. Hmm. Okay. I don't know why. Refresh your page, Laurie, because I just tested and I've got audio. Yeah, that's where Randy kept asking about the tidy whities is from that. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Sometimes it may have gone into buffering or you may hit a button or something. But I've got my monitor up so I can see. Well, Task Force, why do you keep bringing up the picture of the man in the underwear if Neymars is lying? You know, I've got video after video after video of where you kept asking about underwear. Now, you must have seen the picture somewhere. So, how is Terry lying if you keep asking about the picture? How do you even know about the picture? That's the interesting thing. That's correct. He served. He never went into a battle zone. He served uh, here in the United States. I think he was in Hawaii at one point, but he never flew in combat. Yes, she does. It's in the contact information for the blog. When you go over and see where she's admitted to being the publisher, you will see Tim Holmseth's email address there as contact information. She has taken everything older. I don't know why Task Force would want to cover any of this up. You know, she's put it out there time and again, but what are you going to do? Well, Martha, he lies about everything. Uh, the fact of the matter, he never served in combat. Uh, he he um, never even left the United States. Uh, he's just one big hoax. Yet everybody wants to believe he's a war hero. So, what do you can't, people are going to believe what they want to believe. You're not going to talk people out of it. They're QAnon, they're Trump supporters, so they automatically, well, she does because she's jealous. Um, Kim Picasio is attractive and Randy is not. Randy is so ashamed of herself, she uses a picture from close to 40 years ago. Yeah, Kenai is, there is a large NSA presence out there. Yeah, that much has been shown. I mean, Matt Getz, who is very close to being arrested for violating the Mann Act, is a pedophile, and he supports Q. I'm kind of wondering if he's doing the mattress mambo with that woman from that he's been running around with. That'd be interesting. Good question. Rather curious to know that one. Why somebody is awful quiet on Twitter. I'm vulgar, or you gotta look at yourself in the mirror if you want to see vulgar. Still haven't answered the question of why Randy is using Tim Holmseth's name. I mean, what's the deal with that? I mean, are those two doing the mattress mambo? I mean, if she's still married to Brian, why is she using Timmy's last name? Yeah, the father was, but he's no hero. Went around telling weird conspiracy theories about airplanes that make no technological sense. I have been told to cease and desist, and I told you could take your cease and desist and shove it up your collective asses. You have to give a name of someone that exists. you have to give an address of where this so-called lawsuit is going to take place. And since I am a resident of the state of Florida, it has to happen here. Tim found that out in the first lawsuit he tried against me and lost. LOST. So I'm going to tell you what everybody that has been receiving these things is you can take your cease and desist and you can stick it up your ass. Period. Yeah, that's correct. That is Field's father. Field's father is the hero, not Field. Yeah, they're running from the cops because they're cowards. I mean, it's a misdemeanor, for Christ's sake. They're running from a misdemeanor. What a bunch of cowards. Lord have mercy. I mean, don't bother to wait the 30 days, task force. Just go ahead and file the damn lawsuit. I'll be back in Orlando on the 8th, and we can get this going. And if you want a lawsuit, all you got to do is answer the damn process server, and you can have your day in court. I mean, what's the problem? I mean, you want to get your case before the court, answer the process server. Jeez. Why make it so hard? And you won't even have to pay the lawyer because they are the ones doing the suing, and so they can bear the cost, and you can get all your stuff out in court. But since you don't have anything to give the court, you will not answer the summons. Funny how that works. Well, if it keeps up, it will be upgraded to a felony, Rebecca. I don't know if that's going to happen, but the thing of it is they do not even believe in the court system. They say, oh, it's a kangaroo court, it's barges on dry dock and all this other horse shit. So who are they going to use to sue everybody? They don't believe in the system. They can't go outside the system and sue. It doesn't work that way. So, you hit the nail on the head. It is paper terrorism. No, she's not scared to testify at all. You just bring it on. Timmy's the one that's scared to testify in court. That's the funny thing at Lion News. Why aren't they suing Kim Picazio? Hi, Levi. We've been talking about you. We've got Task Force in here. We've got Lion News in here. We had that Barry character, but I threw him out. Here we go with notice to agent is notice to the principal. No, it's not Task Force. If you're going, threatening to sue me is not going to do anything with Kim Picazio. She's, you have to notify her. You need to have to notify Levi as well. This nonsense, you running around with these phony papers. And the thing of it is, Task Force, this thing with the picture of the underwear. Some guy in an underwear. And Terry's been calling you a stalker, gang stalker, the usual shit. And I'll be cutting off long before you go on the air, Levi. I'm not going to interfere with your show because I know everybody's going to want to run over there and watch your show. So I'm gonna shut it down about a quarter after. Because I'll probably be listening to your show as well. Be listening to the show and packing at the same time. Because I got a few things I got to get in the can tomorrow before I leave out for Castle Rock. Yeah, and if you go through the chat and just scroll, I've left everything on here for evidence. And here's Task Force. I don't know. Task Force is the one that's a fraud. Oh, Task Force won't even identify themselves. They hide behind a name. First you say you're Randy, then you say you're not Randy. So who are you? And you can't, it's just, you people are so stupid. My sentiments exactly, Levi. What do you mean he lied about his phone number? I don't get it. No, Lion, you are the gang stalker because you were told not to come into my channel. That's stalking. That's weird. Well, this is the task force for truth, folks. Well, this is the thing, Lion News. If I suck at YouTube live streaming, why are you here? I mean, I don't get it. Yeah, bring it on, task force. I told you. You know, take and throw out the 30-day limit. Let's get it going here. You got $1 million waiting. I don't know where the fuck you're going to get it, but bring it on. This is the second time that you sent me a threatening notice about a lawsuit. And this is the third time that Holmseth has threatened to sue me, and they haven't done none of it. You're the little boy that cried wolf, or the little girl, I guess. So bring it on. I'm waiting. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Jeez. All blow and no show. One thing that's going to be certain, task force, you're going to have to prove who you are in court because of all the things you say about me on this and on the High Command channel. I mean, you go over, let's see, we go over to, what have they been saying about me over in High Command? Let's see. Timothy Charles Holmes. Okay, we got a whole section with my name on it in here at Timothy Charles Homestead Reports. And we got, let's see, media perverts, William, that's defamation. Creep alert, Florida's most famous creep, William Murtaugh, that's slander. Something similar to Epstein, Florida man, William K. Murtaugh. Fiber, PPTF investigation finders call targeting mother who protected her child after anal rape in foster care. More defamation. This is the Delphi police chief receives telephone call from man with voice chat. Sounds like suspect. That's defamation of one of my moderators. Retired truck driver in Florida claims to be FBI investigators say he predicted Hallett murder. That's partially true because I did say that someone at some time was going to get killed because of the actions of these people, and that part's true. I don't know what stuff about Rick Craig Sawyer's doing in my category. Florida man launches Operation Chaos, claims to be project coordinated with the FBI. That's partially true, by the way. Florida trucker that allegedly boasted to be a child rapist and serial killer. Slander and defamation of character. Filthy Mert, slander and defamation of character. Levi stuff in here. I don't get it. Confession of serial killer expected to result in arrest by U.S. military. Now, this was made May 14th, 2020. They sure are taking their time. Mystery man bragged online about raping and murdering children. Defamation of character, slander. I want to go to the mall today. I am horny. Defamation of character, slander. And we can go on and on and on and on and on. You know, so the evidence against Timothy Charles Homestead and Randy Erickson, who is the owner and publisher of this blog, and as owner and publisher, she is responsible for everything published here, have got basically just wrecked their own lawsuit. And that's only a sample. They've been writing in, holy shit, Minnesota judge calls another Minnesota court and butts in a crime caught on tape. False. Judge Stott's prosecutor guilt by QAnon theory. Partially correct. Oh, they're even after Steve Bannon. I thought this was funny as shit. They are actually going after Steve Bannon. Oh, God. He's the one responsible for bringing QAnon into this country to begin with. I love it. And here's the task force putting up medical information about the child in violation of the court. FBI, CIA, Nexum sets cult targets Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the finders, defamation of character, slander once again. Finders cult again, slander and defamation. Kim Picasio tried to murder you, defamation and slander. The FBI kidnapped Haley Cummins. This is actually defamation and slander because they're slandering a dead guy. More slander and defamation accusing Kim once again of wanting to murder that idiot. Psychopath melts down, goes on a rant, defamation and slander. FBI kidnapping plot scheme in Michigan is mirrored in upcoming trial for QAnon mom. Another defamation against Monty. Admits to soliciting the murder of a journalist, slander, defamation of character. I did no such thing. Yeah, it's funny if you read Tim Holmes's book, Epstein's not mentioned at all. Zero. Cover to cover. Not one word about Epstein in that book. Yeah. Gonna run away, task force. Aren't gonna stick up for yourself. Like I said, don't know where you live, task force. You won't put your address. And that's an invitation. So if I show up at your house, you can't arrest me for stalking or trespass because you invited me. And I have the post here to prove it. Americans are getting involved. People are sending evidence to marshals and sheriffs of child murderer. No. And this is defamation and slander because I'm not a child murderer. So, all this evidence is right here on the blog. I've printed every one of them. I've backed it up on the hard drive. All this stuff you've been saying about me all these years will be introduced in court for the defense. So, it may be boring to you, but it sure ain't going to be boring when this gets to court because you are committing defamation after defamation after defamation. So, it's not stalking if I'm invited. So, and let's see, the numbers haven't changed. I thought she left. So somebody came in at the same time she left, apparently. And the same two people gave me the thumbs down. Never fails. Yeah, it's funny, Come by the house. Come by the house. Where's your fucking address? Oh my god. People are a trip. Let's go. And the funny thing is I'm not the only one. I mean, it's and this notice to the principal thing is bullshit. She has to do the same thing to Kim. She has to notify her of the thing because if she is not named in the lawsuit, she has no liability. That's even the same law that Kirk Pendergrass puts out there. So, all right, folks. What I'm going to do is I ran over a little bit. I'm going to shut down because Levi Page is going on the air in 10 minutes, and I do not want to interfere with the show. Everybody go migrate over to Levi Page. Give him a thumbs up. He's doing a real interesting discussion tonight. And so listening to Levi and see what he has to say. Again, please like and subscribe on the new channel. Like and subscribe on the other channel. I will be leaving for the airport sometime tomorrow afternoon. I may have to run a couple errands before I leave, but I will be on the air tomorrow. It will be a mobile live stream, probably from the airport. Because I'm going to test out the new equipment. I've got new equipment that I'm going to be using for live streaming, and I have to test it out tomorrow. And I'll, it's going to be one of these things where I do a short live stream from the airport before I go through security and after I go through security, because I'm going to be getting there fairly early. And then depending on how things go during the flight, I'm going to find out, as a matter of fact, if that flight has Wi-Fi. And if it does, I will be tweeting from the aircraft. The Wi-Fi is not good enough to live stream. It's very low, but we'll see. I'm gonna give it a try. So, thanks for the wishes, everybody. See you tomorrow. Y'all have a good rest of the weekend, and until then, have a good one. Now go watch Levi.